You wake up on a Tuesday. Your portfolio is up 22% on the year. Life is good. Then you check again at 9:47 a.m. Your hands move before your brain does. And you'll tell yourself later, calmly, rationally, that you made a decision. You didn't. Let's go back a few months. You've been investing for a while now, maybe years, maybe just long enough to feel confident. You've read the articles. You know what long-term thinking means. You've told people about long-term thinking. You had a plan. The plan was simple. Ride it out. Don't panic. Be the adult in the room. And then the headlines started. At first, it was just noise. Markets rattled by uncertainty. Analysts warn of correction. Is this the beginning of a bear market? You'd seen these before. Every quarter, every year, background noise. But then one morning, your neighbor mentions it. Your brother-in-law texts you. Your dentist, brings it up while you're mid-procedure, and something shifts. Not in the market, in you. You start checking more often. Once an hour, then once every 15 minutes. The numbers are still down. Not catastrophically, not even that much, but every time you look, the red is still there. And somewhere deep inside your chest, a feeling starts spreading that has nothing to do with spreadsheets. It doesn't feel like math anymore. It feels like danger. Here's what's actually happening. Not in your portfolio, in your skull. The amygdala doesn't know what a stock is. It doesn't know what a portfolio is. It knows one thing: threat detected. And when your amygdala fires, it does something remarkable. It hijacks the rest of your brain. It floods your body with cortisol and adrenaline. It tells your prefrontal cortex, the part that makes rational decisions, to sit down and shut up. This is the amygdala hijack. It's not a metaphor. It's not poetic license. It's a biological override. And here's the cruel part. The amygdala hijack makes you feel clearer, sharper, like you're finally seeing the situation for what it is, like everyone else is deluded and you've just woken up. It's loss aversion in overdrive. Every dollar you're down feels twice as painful as an equivalent gain felt good. That's not an opinion. That's the research. Kahneman and Tversky measured it. The pain of losing $1,000 is roughly twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining $1,000. So when you're watching red numbers scroll past, your brain isn't doing analysis. It's doing survival math. Protect, escape, stop the bleeding. And the worst part? You remember your plan. You remember it. And you sell anyway. Because here's the thing. No one tells you about panic selling. It doesn't feel like panic. It feels like wisdom. Buffett has lived through 14 recessions. The 1987 crash, the dot-com collapse, 2008, March 2020, when the market fell 34% in 33 days. He didn't sell. Not because he didn't feel anything, but because he had already made that decision before the fear arrived. That's the unlock. You can't fight your amygdala in real time. Nobody can. By the time you're staring at that sell button with your heart pounding, the rational part of your brain is already locked out. It's already too late to make a rational decision. So the great investors don't try to beat the panic. They pre-decide. Before the market opens tomorrow, before the headlines start, before the dentist brings it up, you write down the rules, not goals, rules. I will not sell unless the underlying business has changed, not the price. A 15% drop is not a signal, it is noise. My time horizon is X years. A bad week is not relevant to X years. When the panic arrives, and it will arrive, you don't fight it, you hand it the index card. The amygdala doesn't disappear. It just finds that the decision has already been made, and it has nothing to override. Here's the one thing you do today, not when the market drops. Today, write your investment policy statement. It doesn't have to be formal. One index card. Your rules for the scenarios your amygdala will invent. What you will do, what you will not do. Under what specific conditions you're allowed to change your allocation. Print it. Pin it next to your screen. Because when the red comes, and it will come, you won't be making a decision. Your past self already made it. Next time, what happens when it's not fear that breaks you? It's everyone else's confidence.